Hi there, Virgo. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your reading for the month of February. If you haven't been to me before, there are two decks in front of you. This is the Oracle deck, and we're using the Angels of Healing and Hope, which we used last month. And actually, this is one of my favourite decks. It's a really supportive and a great deck to work with. So there's that one. And then the tarot deck I'm using is the Radiant Wise Spirit. I put the details of both in the description so that you can see them. Sorry, covered on hair there. So that you can see which ones it is that we're using. If you are brand new to me, then these videos will they're an opportunity for the tarot to give you a message for the month ahead. And if it doesn't resonate, if you think you're listening to me and saying this doesn't feel like I can relate to this at all, then please do not try and make it fit. That's the most important thing about tarot. If it doesn't fit, then it's not for you. Then check out your moon and or your rising signs instead, because you may find that there's a message there for you. And that's genuinely because some months, dependent upon the astrology and the signs in the sky, whatever's going on, we operate more from a moon than we do a sun sign. So there are months when we act more from that side of and so therefore a reading will reach us more. So that's the reason why I say to look at the other ones instead if this doesn't resonate. In addition to that, I have also introduced now, last month I introduced a Buy Me a Coffee page, and that's because some of you asked, and there's no expectation or obligation at all, but if you would like to, then the links to that and the details for that are in the description. Although I am a firm tea drinker, I drink tea all day long. Actually, I do love the occasional cup of coffee, especially a cappuccino. Okay, so that's that. Now, this month, which is something that's, I have said, I think, haven't I, that they tend to last between 5 to 10 minutes. I hope I did. I'm getting slightly repetitive now, sorry. This month, I'm doing something different because February is a really big astrological month for shifting things along. And looking ahead, I'd say this is probably the most dominant this year. So I've made a little note of all the key dates that I want to give you for February, and that's because they're really relevant. Right, so let's start. First day, there's a couple here. The 4th of Feb, Uranus turns direct in Taurus. So if anything was stuck, money-wise, security and life situations, then they begin to move on the 4th. So that's the day when things start to you feel less stuck, you start moving forward, if that's relevant to you. So things are shifting. Then on the 6th of February, you've got Mercury entering Pisces. Now, Mercury is the planet of communications and thoughts. So basically, we start to think and communicate in a more Piscean way, which is about dreams and intuition. So it's a really good time to connect intuitively. Then on the 10th of February, Venus enters Pisces. So Venus is the planet of the things that we are drawn to, we're attracted to, our values, and they become very Piscean as well. So now we're moving very much into things that attract us are the softer feelings, the emotional side and the intuitive. So you can expect to see very much a moving from the mind into the heart center, essentially, at the 6th and the 10th of February. All in time for, on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day for them. Venus enters Pisces. Sorry, Saturn enters Aries. So I should put my glasses on. I have got them. Saturn enters Aries. So it's a brand new 2.5-year cycle. And the reason this is really important, and I'm actually quite looking forward to this, I don't enjoy Saturn. It's my ruling planet. And Saturn is the planet of rules, restrictions, boundaries, law and order, restrictions. I think I've said it's pretty much a restrictive kind of energy, and it makes you all behave and follow the rules, etc. Anyway, it enters Aries, and Aries is all much about it's me first, I'm leading the way, I'm not interested in following orders, so that kind of thing. So you've basically, I don't follow, I lead, that kind of thing. So you've got Saturn that wants us to follow and Aries that wants us to lead. So basically, and that goes on for 2.5 years, and it starts on Valentine's Day. It's a time of cycle of courage, self-definition, and standing up for yourself. So it'll be really interesting to see how this major planetary shift with Saturn works out on a global stage. Right, okay, then on the 17th, you've got the solar eclipse in Aquarius, which is a powerful reset of, because Aquarius is all about humanitarianism. So it's a powerful reset of friendships, communities, audiences, and tech, and where people belong. So new futures begin. and that's on the 17th. So you see another shift towards a more collective and heart-centered way of life. And then we've got the 20th of Feb. Last one that I've got here is Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries. The big threshold moment. So old identities dissolve and truer ones begin to form. So reality, Saturn, meets dreams, Neptune. So it's really, really a big shifting month for us. And we'll feel that on a very personal level. Okay, I'm going to put them all, I'll flash them up on the screen so you can see what I said anyway, or write them down. Then on the 26th, we've got my wonderful Mercury returning retrograde, which I really am very sarcastic when I say that. It really does. I communicate just like, it's my ruling planet, so I always struggle with retrograde. Basically, 26th of February, make sure you double check your travel plans, cross all those T's and dot those I's just to make sure everything's in order. So that's the astrology. So let's have a look, Virgo, and see what's happening. There are obviously other things going on, but I picked out the key ones because I thought, well, a return to, you know, the love center, the heart center is something that we really all need right now to hit. Oh gosh, I'm throwing them everywhere. The oracle won't appreciate that. It did actually say, look at that. Flow with it. Right. Try that with that. Unfortunately, you can see my hands are all strapped up today, so I'm actually struggling with the larger cards, so bear with me, please. Right, we go. Right. Virgo. Oh, isn't that lovely? Make a wish. Well, I'm glad I redid that then. And then we've got the tarot. So what's that relative to? So I'm using the smaller cards as well this month. I did use this deck last month, actually. It was really handy. I will actually use it for the 2026. Talking of which, big apologies if you're a regular listener, and that's because my camera broke, so the sound will sound slightly different. This is a new camera I've got now, and I'm still getting used to it, so it's a learning. Me and tech, a big old learning curve. And I've got halfway through them, and then the whole thing was just, the voice was warbled. It was just dreadful. So I'm redoing them on this new camera, and they will be out very, very soon. But you've got January and February, and then we'll see what the rest of the year has to bring for you. What are the main themes? So we've got, I'm going to start here. Oh, goodness. That's great, because this worrying that you do, you know, this worrying at night about something, about what you should do with your life, what you should do in the world, because that's what the Page of Wands is. So I'm looking at, you see him, he is looking for growth. He's looking for opportunities, and the universe is providing them with him, but he's still not trusting. Okay, and then you've got the worry and the anxiety and all those kind of like in your head moments. You can see it's swords, so it's all in your head. And this person here is up at night worrying about stuff. So it's like things that are on your mind. You've got a lot on your mind with that card. And look at that. It's about a brand new beginning. So you are about to embark on a brand new adventure. You've got lots of swords, Virgo. What's going on here? You're in your head a little bit at the minute. And then at the middle of the month, you've got here. So, right. We're feeling guilty because there's a brand new adventure. It suggests that you like, you know, like the shifts going on where we're starting to move into our own power. I feel that you've been burdened and tied down, and there's lots of things that are expected of you, and you're trying to be everything to everybody, but actually you're about to move into this period of time. So I keep tapping the cards. You're about to move into this time where you're about to start something for you. So this is your brand new journey. And with the Fool, this is something that is significant. It's the start of something amazing, a new chapter in your life. And actually, you have got the faith and you believe in this, you know. And despite the fact, yes, you will feel slightly guilty because it feels as if this is something more soul-centered for you, okay? And then you've got the conflict between, I've got this wonderful, it ends well before I carry on, okay? So you can see we've got some great cards here. You've got 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. So February is really significant for moving forward for you. if you were to stop feeling guilty. I think that that's the thing is, you know, you think that it's all on you. You worry a lot, you know, and as a result of that, it's about what you want to do, this new chapter in your life, and that expect to feel some, or, you know, some sort of like self-inflicting negative beliefs around should I, shouldn't I. Make a wish, start your journey. Okay, and that's what the cards are saying there. That's a conflict at the beginning of the month, and it's all in your head. You have got here that actually it's like, I'm just going to say what I feel here. It's like a maternal or a paternal role here that is causing you quite a bit of stress. So you want to do this for you, and yet you've got this relationship that you care for somebody. So there's something here where you're taking care of them, and or even taking care of yourself, and it's causing you stress. It is coming to a conclusion here. I can see that you've got the 10. So if somebody's been putting on you, to put it mildly, or bluntly rather, if somebody has been putting on you, it all comes to a head, which is where very much as we've been going through astrologically, it's amazing how it's all tied in. It comes to a head and it's over. There's no more that they can do. You've taken this as far as you can. You are now going to start living your life for you. Okay, so I feel there's stuckness, you know, in regards to your role, your caregiving, whether you're entitled to have this little venture for yourself. And actually, the cards are saying yes, 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 1,000 times yes. Make your wish. Look how beautiful that card is. Please spend some time just thinking about what it is that you wish for. And the universe is listening to you. So much so that at the end of the month, we step into the period of time where we've got our 2 major arcanas here. The High Priestess card tells me that you will start, this is synchronicity. This is the divine feminine coming and saying, I heard you. Let me share my knowledge with you. Let me share my wisdom with you, because she's got hidden knowledge here. And this is either you will meet somebody who is at that level of teaching that will take you on spiritually. You could look out for that. Sometimes it is literally a high priestess, or somebody who's very spiritually aware and knowledgeable, or it's, you know, I think one of the words I use is like a guru, that type of person. Or it can be that you make that connection yourself. You'll develop your intuition to such a degree that you're able to tune in and start working in the flow. So that's all about synchronicities, divine timing. You're in the right place at the right time. You wonder about something and there it appears. I mean, the High Priestess is an amazingly validating card. That when you ask for something and it comes pretty. It's the manifestation, but manifestation for not for you know, money and things like this. This is manifestation for, I want this and I'm going to get it, and all these things start to, so everything lines up, it all aligns in your favor, and it's a very significant time at the end of the month. So something will happen that will trigger these series of events that actually allow you to, you know, my Chariot card, JDI, just do it. So everything, and this is you, your willpower here is being, literally you're taking charge of the situation now. So we're dealing with the stuckness, yeah, but we've got this adventure. We're moving into now this period of time where the High Priestess says, hey, let me show you. Let me show you the magic of life in a very deep and empathetic way, because you've got something to do here and you just get on and do it. So whatever it is you want to do, watch out for whatever level of spirituality it is. The universe lines up at the end of the month and allows you to just do it. Okay, I hope that you found that helpful. And yeah, I mean, that's really good, as I say. And the rest of 2026, I should be with you as soon as I can get them all redone on the thing. But there's enough to be going on with there now. This looks a very positive month. Remember about the worrying, really. Let's just cover them all with a make-a-wish. All right, take care then, Virgo, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.